The Egyptian exile, Joseph, prime minister, steward, and distributor of resources. Moses, adopted prince, liberator of humanity. The Babylonian exile, Daniel, prime minister. And Mordecai, protector of the king's life and liberator. Not the king, not the principle of expansion and separation, rather the principle of cohesion and connection, whose only job is taking care of the needs of the kingdom's parts. The Jew function. As the Roman Empire swallowed up the small networks, nations around the Mediterranean, Jews were pushed to the centers of the New World. As the empire recedes, they find themselves restricted just about anywhere by laws preventing integration, owning property, working in almost all professions. What's left? They're relegated to being tax and rent collectors for kingdoms and governments. Over time, money lending and financing national projects. It really was the needs and natural suspicion of those systems in those countries that placed them as the builders of an international system of finances and trade that carried with it the spread of resources and ideas. That was their role, and that's still the case today. We still feel that Jews dominate the networks that inform and connect us. I mean, look around you. Hollywood, social media, the arts, news, financial markets, electronic media, science, patents, and add to this the unique perpetual survival, and the evidence points to the fact that Jews, whether by birth or conversion, or even those who simply share similar inclinations, are the function of hubs in the human network. And here's the kicker. It's an integral, holistic system. So every human being in the system carries within them both qualities, hub and node, the Jew function and the Gentile function, operating in and around them. So, do Jews know that this is what they are? Very, very few would. And considering the state of the world, unlike in the past, our hubs are barely able to maintain the existence of the system. So, no, the Jew function is sleeping. They're just as confused as everyone else as to what they are, what their role is, what purpose they serve in the system, and why they exert so much influence and attract so much hatred. Jews are a kind of nation of hubs in their human network, structured so that any major or minor impulse of system development that enters the system has to first go through the hubs, through the Jew function. For that to happen, Jews have to connect in a way that resembles the higher quality of the system where those impulses originate. They have to connect up in an open, inclusive, mutually responsive, altruistic way, sort of quantum love your neighbor as yourself program, a conduit made of human unity designed to minimize the resistance to impulses entering the system while maximizing the spread of awareness and new ideas to every node. A natural inborn grasp of what next steps to take in order to ensure the survival of the system. Where do these impulses come from anyway? Since we're always evolving and complexifying, it appears that the human network exists and is expanding in a system of higher quality that we're constantly growing into.